Sword Rider. Transformers reviews and toy related chat. Sword Rider. Sword Rider.
So, I don't know if you guys have realised it, but there's been another Terminator film out. I'm a massive Terminator fan, and you know what? For all its faults, I actually enjoyed Dark Fate. On hindsight, looking back, there's some big gaping flaws in the plot and some of the acting and all that kind of stuff, but you know what? I didn't mind it. And I've seen Terminator 1 over and over again, Terminator 2 over and over again, and it's made me watch Genesis and Terminator 3 again, not Salvation, because that is rubbish. And you know what, I've realised how much I've actually enjoyed Genesis as well, and even though I didn't mind Dark Fate and there's parts of it I really, really enjoyed, I think Genesis is actually the better film on hindsight looking back. But anyway, you know I'm a Terminator fan. I've got my Terminator shelf right about there. Why was that so difficult to point? So I thought I'd dig out a childhood Terminator toy. Now this is part of the Kenner line from back in the day. And I think I had this for Christmas. I've got really strong memories of getting a lot of these figures from a family holiday in Rill. But I'm going to show you tonight the Terminator bike. I have the car in storage, which is really, really random. But yeah, this is Arnie's bike. Pretty cool. One of my favourite toys from when I was a kid. It's very played with, very dusty. I think it probably still has a little bit of dinner on there from when I was about 5. Well, not when I was 5, but you know what I mean. But essentially, this is a kid's toy based on the Terminator 2 film. Now, when I had this, I don't think Terminator 2 was even out on video. I definitely didn't see it in the cinema because it was like 1991, so I would have been about 7. But I had seen Terminator at that point. You can put many different figures on here. This is just the one I've got on there now. There is a gimmick with this bike. You have a button here and you press that and you have a rocket that shoots out, which I believe has been long since lost, unfortunately. So that rocket is no longer there, but these which are lost, the handlebars of the bike, I've still got, which I'm happy with. But yeah, unfortunately, the rocket isn't there. You used to shoot it by pressing that button there, and it's pretty easy to reset down, he says. Like so. And that was it. One thing I used to like doing with this, there was an exploding T1000, I don't know if you remember that. But I used to put that on the bike and then press the exploding button. It was like he was hanging off the bike and all that kind of stuff. And if I had the T1000 hand, I'd show it you, but I haven't. So, this is a cool little toy. One I really enjoyed from when I was a kid. And I really enjoyed the Terminator figures. And this is one of them. He came, I believe, with this pump-action shotgun, which he doesn't hold very well at all. I'm sure he did come with this. As you can see, it's not a bad little likeness of Arnie there. It's okay. He's got a little mark on his chest from being played with. You essentially only had, with this particular figure anyway, and the majority of these figures, 4 points of articulation. You'd have the arms and you'd have the legs, and that would be it. As I say, you can hold this shotgun. Can't really hold any poses or anything like that. Who would hold a shotgun like that, I don't know. This one does come with a gimmick though. If you move the arm, I think it's up or down. If you move this arm down, what happens is this part of the body pops off. It should spring off, but I think in the age it isn't working as well as it used to. But this part of the body will pop off, leaving you with a random Arnie. Oh god, that looks evil with the light behind it. Look at that. Red eyes. How weird is that? But what happens is that you have the T800 skeleton showing underneath, which is pretty cool. Remember, this was a kid's toy. Bloody terrifying for a 7-year-old, but I absolutely loved it. I've got a lot more of these Terminator figures. I've got a load in storage. I've got the John Connor, as I say. I've got some of the T1000s. I've got the car. I've even got the moulding set. And there was this basically it was like a skin chamber where you put the exoskeleton inside and then put a skin around it. And I've actually still got a pot of the flesh. So if you would like to see me do a video on that and actually make one, I know Ashens has done one, but if you want to see me do a version of it, let me know. But yeah, I know this has been a bit of a random one, but you know what? I thought I'd share a bit of Terminator love with what's going on. So this has been the Terminator. I've been Zort Rider. Until next time, I'll be back.